And hi,
A
everyone.
little bit of and then
Hello, good evening from London. And I'm delighted that today we're joined by wonderful, wonderful Monique Mayon, all the way from Los Angeles. And I'm going to introduce her now. Hi,
thank you.
Monique. Hi.
Hi JJ, how are you?
Oh, we're very good. It's wonderful to have you on.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Wonderful to have you on Hollywood London. Thank you for coming on. FYKAA,
Oh,
we're thrilled that you could join us today. We're really happy. And first of all, I just want to say, how have you been coping through this crazy, crazy pandemic life that we're all living in?
well, I'm very happy to be in a state where I have legal marijuana. So this is how I've been coping with a lot of THC and just getting high every day so I can get
Oh,
through it
there you
again.
go. Well,
You know,
you gotta
it's
keep
sad.
doing really like.
It's a bit sad. We were supposed to be in London in
Mhm,
June or
mhm.
July for tour. All our tours got canceled. We don't know if it's gonna get rescheduled for 2021,
Mhm.
and we are living in this we have no idea. So it's
Wow.
for me it's a time to get better in things that I don't do well. So I've been taking a lot of classes, learning how to play drums finally, and just keeping myself busy. So I don't keep my head as a
Wow. So, where were you going to go on tour out of interest? Where were you going to go? Was it in the US or abroad? Were you going to Brazil maybe?
I was touring with this artist called Sessa, and we were gonna do France, UK. We had so many dates that I don't even remember. I think there was Germany, so it was European tour.
Hmm.
Then we had American tour.
Oh, wow.
Not as much as in Brazil. In Brazil, it's a very bad situation. It's not.
It is.
It's a bit similar to here. So
Hmm.
we were in Canada for the Montreal Jazz Festival. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
one that really hurt me when it got canceled. I was like,
Oh,
oh, because
no.
that's my dream. But maybe next year, who
Yes,
knows?
maybe next year. And out of interest, is there like, here the big noise was when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle moved to California. Are people excited over there?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Is it like people going crazy about it or just what the hell?
I don't know if people went crazy, but I remember I saw something in the news, but I did not hear anything like from locals or anything. But I'm pretty sure people go crazy when they see them on the streets, if they are on the streets.
Yeah,
I don't
they
know.
are. But I just think,
It's interesting that oh, I'm sorry, there's a big helicopter. It's interesting that things had the lockdown here the last for few weeks,
yeah,
but maybe because we have so many outdoor spaces
yes.
and it's always warm,
Hmm.
the pandemic did not hit us psychologically and like it did in New York, where people
Mm,
really stayed
really,
inside.
stay
And
inside. Yeah.
so there was a fear, there was a panic. We saw like, oh, are real when we couldn't go to the beach, but that slowly. So there is the panic, of course, and awareness. A lot of people here are not in that mode too, as if nothing happened,
Hmm.
which something that scares me.
Oh,
So
wow.
I try. I just try to be mindful and also not go back to normal,
Mm.
like they say,
Oh, thank you.
as
That's
if it, it,
great.
it went away, you
Oh,
know.
wow.
But restaurants are open and things are coming back slowly, you
Okay.
know, some events
So that's
and
good. That's good. Over to
and
FYKAA
some
now.
places are adapting with outdoor.
That's
Hmm?
really good. At least people are trying to get back to normal. So I'm handing over to FYKAA. Next question.
Hi, Monique. So lovely to have
Hi,
you on the Hollywood London magazine today.
thank
I
you.
just wanted to ask you, and I love your surroundings and your background, by the way. It looks very, very like chilled, very relaxed, very lovely. It suits you,
Thank you.
background. I just wanted to ask you about your
Thank you.
radio show and if you've still been able to do your radio show. I could I just ask you that about your radio show, please?
Yes, so I do a radio show for a community local station in Venice Beach. It's on 99.1 FM KTPC. We are a nonprofit that houses homeless people and do a beautiful work in the LA community. I have been able to do radio show. I should be doing it even more now with the pandemic. But I also felt that with the whole emotional blockage, challenge to how to get back into creative mode because fear really paralyzed
Yes.
actions. It's just, you know, like I stayed so many days. How are you doing? Catching up on people. And it was a phase to review relationships, to reveal everything where I was at work, with my family, with my friends. So I stayed maybe a month or a month and a half without producing radio shows,
Oh,
just taking care of personal life. And then now for me, you can check my radio shows. I'm uploading on
Okay.
mixcloud.com/Monique Mayon.
We'll
I'm
make
uploading the radio shows there. And now I'm using that hour as like a therapy for me, you know, just selecting music and try to raise my frequency
yeah.
with good
And,
groups.
and did you miss the
Mm.
radio when you
Yeah,
weren't
a
doing?
challenge of keep producing even when you're not
Yeah,
feeling
absolutely.
well.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry,
okay.
we have a
When
delay.
you
I
weren't doing the
interrupted.
radio, did you miss that, or did you take some time to kind of just do other things and get on with with yourself, catch up with yourself? Can you hear me? Okay, I'm not so sure you can hear me there. But yeah, what else have you been doing during the lockdown?
Yeah, I think I got a little bit. If I think that your question is like if I could keep doing it. Is that it? Uh,
Yeah, yeah, sorry. Yeah, well, part of the question was when you weren't doing the radio show, did you really miss that time when you weren't doing the radio show?
yes, I did.
Oh,
It's 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 something that I've been doing for 2 years, and I honestly I did not see that I was without doing it. At the same time, the time passed so slow
yeah,
in the pandemic.
yeah,
It also passed fast when I saw my idol time. Like, oh, it's better to start than never do it. You know.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think everybody kind of got paralyzed, paranoid, and just like
yeah.
in
I
that
think it
state
affected
of
everybody. But did you have the
mm,
time to do other things as well? Just generally, like because we all had so much time. Did you manage to do other things? Did you learn new hobbies, do other things as well? Sorry,
yeah.
I
So
think.
I start cooking, which is something that I didn't do before. Oh.
Oh, wow, that's
I,
great. That's great. I
It
think we better go to the
started
next question or we're going to run out.
culinary classes.
So yeah, the next question was this weekend, well, yesterday was the 80th birthday of John Lennon. And I wondered, do you have any, can you name two Beatles songs that you like? Have they been an influence to you? Because to many people, including myself, they've been a great influence. What do you think about it?
I have a big Beatles poster in my kitchen. I love it, you know. And when I was 15, I went to study in Oxford, and my dream was to go to Liverpool so I could see all the Beatles story and everything. I'm a big fan. My favorite songs, it's very hard to answer this question, but the ones that is coming to my mind, I love I Am the Walrus. I just love the I love the whole metric. I love the whole thing, you know.
Wow.
And I love the Helter Skelter. I love the rock and roll.
That's from the rock and roll time. Very interesting. I'm more of a across the universe. I like the ballads.
I actually, oh, it's very interesting that the guy who owned, he passed away, Roy Sikler, he owned the record plant. He married a Brazilian woman, and he moved all the equipment that he recorded John Lennon. Imagine all the albums that he recorded John and Yoko. He moved to Brazil.
Wow.
He passed away, I think, 3 years ago. But all the equipment from the record plant studio, it's in São Paulo.
Wow. That's amazing.
It was a blessing for me, because when they were recording a documentary on him that never came out, I'm actually curious to know when it's going to come out. I was there, I was part of the production, and I was there witnessing his test recording. Rick Elton John, Steve Wonder, so many people that he recorded.
Wow.
And I remember him showing me a Polaroid with John.
Wow.
Super cute, Roy Sikler.
How awesome.
And could I ask you, Monique, what films, books, or like music have you enjoyed in this past year? Anything that you would have as a suggestion?
In the past, yes. So a lot of my favorite music you can find on my Mixcloud, that on the radio shows, because I normally put everything that I love music-wise, I try to include on my radio hour. Even though it's supposed to be more Brazilian music, I put music from all over the world. I've been reading a book called Touch the Earth, that these are testimonies from indigenous people on how they felt when they first encountered white people in their land. So I'm working in this project with my friend with the Wapis, a tribe in Brazil. So I've been reading a lot about these cultures in extinction, you know, and ancestor cultures. So I've been into that world recently.
Thank you very much for sharing that. That sounds really
fantastic. So now this is a very crucial time, because in 3 weeks or 4 weeks there's going to be an election in the US. How do you feel about it? And is there any candidate that you prefer, or are you happy the way things are? Do you love your president? How do you see it now, honestly?
I don't think it's healthy to be happy with the situation right now. I think that the healthiest is to be very unhappy with this situation right now. Unfortunately, there's nothing that I can do as a Brazilian with a green card. So I can't change much on a voting process, but I can be a change in the community with social work. And I believe that a lot of changes come with the urban gardening, something that I've been doing for over 5 years, you know, doing a lot of gardening with the community with intent to feed poor. This is results in my community, and that's what we do. Not that what we do at the radio station. They do the housing, but in Venice there are a lot of projects, beautiful project that my friend does called Nourish LA. She shares every Saturday over 1,000 boxes of organic food for people
Wow.
in need that they cannot afford buying. And then she also distributes seed bombs so people can start growing in
Yeah.
their house. Even if they don't have a big garden, you can have plants indoor. You can grow vertical gardens. So this is what I'm very passionate about: growing food and feeding the poor.
Nice.
Wonderful. That's so great.
Lovely.
And so before we end, I'd love you to tell us what you're up to, how people can get in touch with you, your
Hmm.
website, your social media, just and your radio show again, so that we can make sure we get the message out so that us over on this side of the world, because now I feel like we're closer because everyone's
Yeah.
online, we can connect. I hope your radio show is
Yeah.
online so we can listen to it as well and take part maybe.
Yeah, I've been like, the radio is such a small community radio that I'm really putting some work to get the radio website. But still, while they don't have the website, I'm uploading my hours on Mixcloud.
Love.
But you can find me online at any social media. Monique Mayon .com has my website where it links to my social media. I released a song recently called Free the Nipple. I did a music video during
Please send it to us
quarantine,
so we can put it
which
as
was,
part of the promotion. Please send it
yes, I'll
to us,
send it.
because we'll
I'll
promote it on Monday. So that'd be wonderful. Thank you. Go on.
Nice.
Sorry.
It's a video that we did in the beginning of the lockdown with a good friend of mine in Brazil. I have already collaborated with him in 2012, and we decided to reconnect and try to do a music video remotely, and it was great. That I So I put for the nipple out. There are some cool merchandises with my nipple trying to be free in the world and getting some male privilege.
Oh, wow.
and
Very interesting.
but I'm I have a lot of music that I recorded in the past 5 years while I was taking care of my epilepsy. I took some time out from music. In
Yes.
2018, I decided to get back. Oh, I remember when we last time we saw each other, I was telling you that I wasn't
Yes, in Los
performing that
Angeles.
much.
Yeah.
I was just doing the radio show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my health got better. I could control my
Yeah.
seizures better and go back on tour.
Because you came up to
And
our
then the whole
apartment in Los
pandemic
Angeles. I
hit.
remember.
No,
Yeah. It was
that's lovely.
lovely. It was lovely.
That's really good
Oh,
to hear.
wow.
Sorry.
I said, I remember when you came over to our apartment in Los Angeles, when you updated us on what you were doing. It was lovely to see you.
Yeah. It was so good seeing you. Yeah. And I remember I haven't been in London in over 10 years now. I
Yes, it's been
remember
a while.
when we
You
met,
must come.
it was 2010.
Yeah, it's been 10 years.
Yes, I was looking
Be very nice to
forward.
see you here.
10 years. Oh, I
She
can't
was
wait
going
to
to
come
come for the
back and
tour.
play again.
Yeah, the tour was cancelled because of the
Well,
pandemic, wasn't it? Because of the pandemic, the tour was cancelled.
yeah,
Hopefully, maybe next year, hopefully, let's say 6 to
yeah.
12 months, we'll be back to normal. And fingers crossed.
All being well.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so
Yes, I
much.
hope so. I hope so.
Oh, it'll be
Thank
wonderful. Thank you
you.
so much for your
Thank
time.
you.
Lovely to have a
Thank you.
little slice of LA with you. And we shall be promoting this next week. And please send us a clip of your video. We need to put that up as well. Very exciting. And can I just say,
Yes, I
stay
will.
safe, wear your mask.
And lovely to talk to you. Lovely to meet you as well. Thank you so much. Thank
lovely
you.
to talk to you. And
Thank you. Great meeting you.
all right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.